The life and legacy of King Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived. King Solomon is one of the most fascinating figures in the Bible. His life shows us both the heights of wisdom and blessing, and the dangers of drifting away from God. Let's walk through his story. Solomon's rise to the throne. Solomon was the son of King David and Bathsheba, 2 Samuel 12 verse 24. Though David had many sons, God chose Solomon to succeed him. You will have a son who will be a man of peace and rest, and I will give him rest from all his enemies. 1 Chronicles 22 verse 9. David anointed Solomon as king before his death, and Solomon began his reign as Israel's ruler. The gift of wisdom. When Solomon became king, he humbled himself before God. In a dream at Gibeon, God told him, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." 1 Kings 3 verse 5. Instead of riches or long life, Solomon asked for wisdom to govern God's people. God was pleased and gave him wisdom unlike any other man, plus wealth and honor. His wisdom became legendary. He wrote over 3,000 proverbs, 1,005 songs, 1 Kings 4 verse 32, and his judgments amazed the world, like the famous case of the two women claiming one baby, 1 Kings 3 verses 16 to 28. There will never have been anyone like you, nor will there ever be. 1 Kings 3 verse 12. His kingdom and achievements. Solomon's reign marked Israel's golden age. The temple of the Lord, his greatest achievement was building the temple in Jerusalem, a magnificent place for God's presence. 1 Kings 6. When the ark was placed inside, God's glory filled it. Wealth and power, his annual gold income was so great that silver became almost worthless. 1 Kings 10 verses 14 to 21. Fame, rulers came from around the world to hear his wisdom, including the Queen of Sheba, 1 Kings 10 verses 1 to 9. His love for God. Early in his reign, Solomon deeply loved the Lord. When he dedicated the temple, he prayed with humility and awe. May your eyes be open toward this temple night and day. Hear from heaven, your dwelling place, and when you hear, forgive. 1 Kings 8 verses 29 to 30. His prayer revealed a heart that desired God's favor not just for Israel, but for foreigners who would also come to seek the Lord. His everyday life. The Bible gives us a glimpse into his daily kingdom life. He had 12 governors who supplied his palace with abundant food, 1 Kings 4 verse 7. His daily provisions included cattle, sheep, and flour enough to feed hundreds, 1 Kings 4 verses 22 to 23. His court was filled with scribes, advisors, priests, musicians, and builders. Yet his family life was complicated, 700 wives and 300 concubines, 1 Kings 11 verse 3, many from foreign nations. Solomon's downfall. Despite his wisdom, Solomon disobeyed God. He married foreign women who turned his heart toward idols, 1 Kings 11 verses 1 to 4. He even built high places for false gods like Chemosh and Molech. This broke God's command and angered him. Since this is your attitude and you have not kept my covenant, I will most certainly tear the kingdom away from you and give it to one of your subordinates. 1 Kings 11 verse 11. In his later years, God raised up enemies against him, and his kingdom weakened. His death and legacy. Solomon reigned for 40 years and died in Jerusalem, 1 Kings 11 verses 42 to 43. His son Rehoboam succeeded him, but the kingdom split shortly after, fulfilling God's word. Solomon is remembered as the wisest man to ever live, the builder of God's temple, and the author of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Songs. Yet his life also warns us, wisdom and success cannot keep us close to God if our hearts turn away. Key lessons from Solomon's life. True wisdom comes from God, James 1 verse 5. Obedience matters more than riches or success. Guard your heart, even the wisest man fell to idolatry. God's promises never fail. Despite Solomon's failure, God preserved David's line, leading to Jesus, the true son of David.